Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Temple Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Temple's offense will have the football first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Punga. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. To the air on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Washington. Great job by the back on the option.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in here, got the long touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Punga. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's looking to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Owls! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Owls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Owls. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big...
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Temple will line up with a first and goal. They're going to run it. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He uncorks one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Past the 10. Touchdown, Owls. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about turning it on? And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. And the returner will be brought down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This time on target. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Temple.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hope. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Turns it loose and wings it incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a...
He smashes his way through again. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to go up top on first down. Going right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
And the Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
42, Washington, 7.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just won. Oh, he's got some space.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Punga. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the tailback. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Finds us back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Now the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. This time, it's complete. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.